If you could build your dream home from scratch, would you do it?
Or would you rather buy something already built?
Ooh, tough question. Today, we're gonna break down the real differences between building new and buying existing. And hey, we're gonna share a major opportunity most people moving to Roanoke don't even know about.
Yeah, I was having a conversation here recently, and we've got new zoning changes in Roanoke City where you may be able to build or add an accessory dwelling unit or ADU, which is a lot simpler to say. And for multi-generational families, this can be an absolute game changer. Hey, real quick, it's Hal and Kris. If you're interested in buying or selling in Roanoke, make sure you reach out to us with the contact information on the screen.
And be sure to take the neighborhood quiz that's in the description below to find out what part of Roanoke will be best for you.
All right, my hair was getting messed up outside, so it was time to come inside. And now we're gonna talk to you about new construction homes here in the Roanoke Valley, talking about the pros and the cons.
Sure, we have to show both sides, right? So let's start with the upside. When you build a home, you're getting a few things. One, full customization. Yes, layouts, finishes, features, everything is your vision, right? You get to choose. Plus, you've got brand new systems. We're talking roof, HVAC, appliances. You don't have to worry about aging components, which would be lovely.
Oh, yes. We can tell you about that.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a heavy one. That one weights a little bit. It has a higher weight to it. Energy efficiency, you've got modern materials and code requirements. That's going to translate to lower utility bills, which is great. And then kind of fewer repairs. This goes alongside with the other one. You're not going to have to worry about outdated wiring or surprise like plumbing issues. Remember our plumbing issue in our house when we first moved in? It was a nightmare.
Yeah, just taking a shower and all of a sudden you come downstairs, water coming through the newly constructed ceiling.
And finished floors. So also you've got, a lot of energy efficient features. We talked about that can translate to higher resale values. So keep that in mind.
Yeah. So I get to talk about the cons. Lucky me. But it's not all sunshine. You got higher costs. Because new builds typically run more than existing homes, a longer timeline, because it can take months and months and months of construction, because it could be potential delays with weather and permitting and all that stuff, right? And then notoriously are found to be unexpected expenses.
Sure.
Like,
this is the one you think about the most, right?
I always say you got to add 10 to 20% wherever that building cost is to cover yourself. But you got upgrades, you got change orders, site prep, and all that stuff can add up very, very quickly.
Yeah.
And then I would say limited lots depending upon location. You got buildable land around here, can be scarce to find or even super expensive, and especially scarce in Roanoke City to find a lot that's buildable in a manner that you're going to want to utilize.
Now, what's the thing that I always think about, like decisions, right? With new construction.
Decision overload. So you're picking everything. And for some people, that's stressful. That's me.
That's totally.
I was like, I just want it kind of like, not cookie cutter, but I want the decisions to be made, have two of them, and then choose.
Or give me two options.
Yep.
Hey, I want to go back to the lots that you mentioned. Mm-hmm. Speaking of lots, we want to be really honest here. In the city of Roanoke, buildable lots are not very plentiful. I mean, they exist and we can help you find them, but they're not very widespread. We don't want to give you the impression that there's like dozens of open lots just waiting to be built on tomorrow. We are landlocked too with the mountains here, so keep that in mind.
Yeah, most definitely. And then cost expectations in our region, you want to be able to know like, what's the price range? That's always what we get. What's new construction going to cost you here in the Roanoke Valley? So let's talk about what that's going to look like, cost per square foot, where everybody always asks, right? So what we're finding and talking to some of the new developers, new builders, new construction builders, is that it's going to be anywhere from $200 a square foot up to $300 a square foot. 2,500 square foot house, it's going to cost you anywhere from $500,000 up to $750,000 for construction, just that alone.
Yeah, I was going to say, really good point there. That's construction. That is not including land, permits, architectural and design fees, landscaping, even utility hookups. So you'll have to factor those in. Material price swings and labor shortages can certainly impact that final cost as well.
And then let's transition to talking about, that added benefit we were talking about with ADUs when you're building a new construction house. So here's the real opportunity, especially in Roanoke City. If you find a lot that is appropriately zoned, you may be able to build a new house plus that accessory dwelling unit.
I think that's really cool. I mean, I like to think of ADUs. This is not a term maybe you're familiar with. So think of it like this: a carriage house, a guest cottage, or maybe even an apartment over garage. So think of it that way. This is perfect for multi-generational living. You heard that earlier, but certainly a trend. We're seeing families moving together, relocating here, or maybe potentially in 10, 20 years, mom or dad are going to want to be there, and the family wants to keep them close. This is great for aging parents who want that independence, but still be able to go and be close.
Yeah, and then also think about rental income potential, right? If you're just buying the house and you can add an ADU, that could be an additional income stream for you, and that'll significantly increase the property value, which is what we always want to hear, right?
I mean, keep in mind though, this is Roanoke City that we're talking about. Every municipality is different. Roanoke County, Botetourt, Salem, they all have their own rules, so you always want to check with that specific locality. Of course, we can help you navigate that too.
Absolutely.
One of your cons should have been for new construction, the noise sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're having a house built inside of a subdivision, there's multiple houses, and you're gonna have stuff like this going on right here, right?
Yeah, but it's cool to watch it progress, the development.
For sure.
So now if new construction really doesn't fit your timeline, maybe your budget, or you can't find the right lot, which is definitely a possibility in Roanoke City, that's when we need to shift gears.
Yeah, and so when we shift gears, that means we're going to look at pre-built actual houses that are already constructed and the existing home market, right?
Yeah.
So there are some real advantages to that, and we're going to talk about that next.
Okay, we're going to take you on a different kind of tour. We're moving out of the new construction neighborhood into an existing home subdivision. A little more quiet here, I have to say.
Oh yeah, I don't hear any.
And we wanted to talk to you about buying an existing home, the pros and the cons, of course, and you'll be presenting the cons.
Yeah, so I don't know why the cons always come on my shoulders. I guess I'm the bearer of bad news, and I can do it maybe a little bit better. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, the pros of buying an existing home, there's a lot of perks I want to talk to you about. The first one would be you can move right in after closing. I mean, you might have some renovations and whatever you need to do, but essentially and practically you can move right in. Also, the lower costs. We talked about building materials. This is often a cheaper way than building new. And then established neighborhoods. I don't want to overlook this. Mature trees are all around us. The amenities, the sidewalks, a community feel. It's really nice. You don't always get that in a new subdivision. Also, you've got closing costs, repairs, concessions. Those costs could be coming down. You've got more negotiation power and fewer decisions. This is what I love. You have less stress because you have less choices to make. Yeah. What about the cons?
Yeah, you get what you get, So they are less customizable, of course, so you may have to compromise, but we'll talk more about that in a little bit.
Sure.
There could be hidden issues, older systems, possible repairs, higher utility bills, because you got older homes that aren't always the most energy efficient. And then if houses are priced right, they're in a popular location, then it could be more of a seller's market even right now, which could lead to bidding wars.
Yeah.
And then on your renovation costs, we've talked to a couple contractors here lately. If it goes over that $50,000 point, most people aren't wanting to actually do those renovations. So if you get a dated home, it can get expensive fast, depending on exactly what you got to do, especially if you can't do it yourself.
And with compromise, this is what we always tell our clients. We're aiming for you finding a house and us helping you find a house that meets about 80% of your wants, needs, and desires. Because guess what? If you didn't know this, there's no such thing as a perfect home construction, even in new construction. But if we can get it to 80, 85%, we can help you make the rest of it perfect on your own. There's a lot of things that you can do to make it yours.
So once you find a house that meets the 80% criteria for you, let's talk about those hidden issues that we mentioned. When we tour homes with you here at Cullen Realty Group, we're looking for red flags, things that stand out visually. We're looking at the roof, looking at the age of mechanical systems, foundations, all that stuff based on our experience. And then the home inspection digs even deeper and tells us exactly what's really going on behind the walls and the crawl space, or even with the major systems. And we'll walk you through every single step of that.
Even some things like smells. When we're doing our video tours for clients that can't come see it in person, we're like, woof, this was a strong smell from a pet or
animal, mold, mildew.
Let's also talk about ADUs with these existing homes. Here's something that most buyers don't know. Certain parts of Roanoke City do allow ADUs, even for existing homes. And so here's what that means. You can buy a home that you love and add a separate dwelling later.
Can you imagine having your parents, your grandparents, or even adult children live close by?
That's what our kids said. They said, we want to just live out in the backyard. And I'm like, oh, ADU might work for us.
So that would give them their own private space.
True.
You know, it would be a fantastic setup for multi-generational families. And it often makes living here in the Roanoke Valley even more affordable for everyone.
Yeah, that's true. So, I mean, I think this comes back to which option is right for you, because we have clients calling us all the time. I'm thinking about building, or should I buy? Well, hopefully this video has been helpful, but let me tell you a little bit more. If you want full customization, new systems, you're okay with timeline and cost, building might be the best fit for you.
Whereas if you want move-in ready convenience, which means, hey, I can close and I can, move in same day or the day after, you want an established neighborhood, more inventory to choose from, then buying an existing home might be the better path.
And less expensive.
Yeah, very true. Yeah. And I have to hear all the construction noise too.
That's right. But really, there's no one size fits all answer. It really comes down what your goals are, your budget, your timing, and how you want to live day to day. I mean, remember, we're just helping you make the best decision for your family.
Exactly. It's all about you, not us.
If you're thinking about building, buying, maybe adding an ADU, or hey, you're just navigating the Roanoke market, we're here to help.
Our team is here to help people from all over the country relocate to the Roanoke Valley, and we would love to help you too.
Yeah, if you want trusted guidance, our honest insight, and real local expertise, we're going to be your team.
We'll see you on the next video.